Even as we await the results for Class 12 examinations, the government has decided that the marks would no longer be important when it comes to admissions to NIT. The 40% weightage that was given so far will no longer be applicable. We have Ritika with us to explain the decision further in detail. Hi Ritika. Can you please explain why exactly has this decision been made?
So this decision will be notified soon. It hasn't been officially announced by the government. What they have decided is that about 3 years ago, the UPA government had introduced 40% weightage for class 12 exams or your class 12 performance for admissions to the NITC, National Institute of Technology. So that they are going to roll that back. They're going to scrap that weightage, and now your admission to the NITs would be just based on your performance in the joint entrance examination main. As a precondition to your admission, you need to have secured at least 75% in your board examination or figure in the top 20 percentile of your board results.
Okay.
In effect, what this means is that now the NITs would follow the same admission system as the IITs. This is what the IITs were doing right now, that they would calculate your rank based on your performance in JEE Advanced, and you would get admission or you could secure a seat provided you have at least 75% or you figure in the top 20 percentile. So you could be rank 1, you could hold the first rank, but if you don't have 75%, you would not get admission.
Okay.
So that's the decision that has been made. It should be announced pretty soon.
Okay. And if I'm right, this was introduced by the UPA government 3 years ago. So why did they implement that in the first place?
So we've always had this debate on how, the coaching industry seems to have this hold over the student community. Students don't pay so much attention to their curriculum, their studies, their classes in schools. So this was Kapil Sibal, who was the HRD minister then. In 2012, this was his idea of weaning them away from coaching classes and bringing them back to schools. So he thought that maybe if board exams or their performance in board exams matters a lot, then maybe students would also focus on their school or their board performance. That was the idea, but what actually happened, at least a review of this decision done by an expert panel appointed by the current government, the incumbent, showed that this did not have the desired effect. As far as reducing the influence of coaching industry is concerned, they realized that the number of students which actually took tuitions to appear for the JEE main actually went up by 4% over 3 years. So by that logic, since it wasn't serving that purpose, they said you might as well roll it back. There were other complications to give 40% weightage to your board exams. The calculation of ranks was becoming really complicated.
Okay.
So, and plus the state boards would not declare the results on time, which is why the admission process to the NITs was getting delayed by 15 to 20 days. That would affect the session also, the academic session. So they put all of this together and they decided, or at least that was a recommendation made. The final decision rests with the HRD minister of the NIT Council, but we've learned that this is a decision that has been made, and of course it will be notified soon.
Okay. So now that the HRD ministry has decided to roll it back, have they proposed an alternative?
Alternative to reducing the influence of coaching?
Yeah.
Well, what we're told is, from what I can understand, the system's pretty much given up. They've realized that unless you have a law to regulate the coaching industry, there is no way you can, actually control the students. You can't exactly decide for them whether they want to take tuitions or not.
Okay.
So what they are trying to do now is, what we were told is that they've gotten assurance from the NITs and the IITs that their questions would be modeled purely on the class 12 syllabus. As of now, one of the reasons why students go to the coaching institutes is because they feel that this curriculum or the questions that they are much more advanced, or they test their knowledge on much harder things than what they actually study in school, which is why they go to these classes. Though they are saying that if the IITs assure them that our questions would be based entirely on the class 12 syllabus, so that should actually help the students, and maybe they will not feel the need to go to coaching classes anymore.
Okay, yeah, we hope so too. Thank you very much for the detailed explanation, and thanks for watching us.